YouTube channel isn't broken because you don't know how to make videos. It's broken because you're making the same 5 mistakes that 99% of businesses make when they try to use YouTube to scale their business and book more calls. For context, I've helped coaches and agency owners generate hundreds of thousands in revenue from YouTube by booking 5 to 30 sales calls per month with my funnel. And I can tell you straight up, the difference between channels that scale to 50K a month, 70K a month, 100K a month has nothing to do with subscriber count going viral or your editing style. It comes down to 5 fundamental mistakes that are killing any chances at all of you converting viewers into paying customers. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what's fucking up your YouTube channel, why these mistakes are costing you hundreds of thousands in revenue, and the exact framework we use to do YouTube correctly so you can actually start booking calls with high ticket clients. So the first mistake I see most people make is they're focusing on views over sales. Now, to get views, you need to be broad. And let's face it, most of you coaches, agency owners, you don't work with anyone. Maybe you work with recruiters, maybe you work with founders, maybe you work with people doing over $50,000 per month. The truth is, focusing on views won't attract your clients because you're going broad. It's not going to attract the people you want to work with because you're going broad and you're just looking for views. There's a very small portion of a market of any target audience. For example, there's not many people making 100K, 200K per month. So if you want to post really broad videos, you're obviously not going to attract them because what the majority, 99.9% of people watch isn't what the 7-figure business owner watches as well. So by making content with a focus of views, you're just going to attract an audience which isn't qualified and necessarily the type of person that would buy your product. So what you want to do is every single video needs to play a crucial part into your ICP's goals and pain points, and also your sales process. So let's say, for example, you've got 5 different pain points that you help every single one of your customers with. Each video you post within the next 6 to 7 weeks needs to cover one of those pain points. It needs to solve one of those problems and actually give them actionable solutions. That way, you're actually going to attract people who would buy from you, because posting a video like 6 tips that made me rich, that's not going to attract a founder making 7 figures per year. It's going to attract the person who's looking to get into business. So you want to make your videos as specific as possible to your ICP's goals and pain points. Secondly, you have no clear strategy. You're literally just posting the post. Look, an idea pops up in your mind, boom, let's make a video about that. You see someone else post a video, great, let's post that video. There's no strategy you're following to book calls, because let's say you go to a gym. If you show up whenever to the gym, let's just do this workout, let's just do this exercise, you just do random things. Are you going to get the same results as a person who diets properly, counts his calories, counts his food, and has a specific workout routine he follows day in and day out? Who's going to get more result? Regardless of how good your strategy is, if you follow a strategy, which I'm going to break down mine in a second, you're going to get significantly more results than just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something works. So each video you post needs to play a super clear role in your sales process. One, either attracting leads, so by making videos that attract your target audience, giving tips away, ranking videos for search terms they're searching for. Let's say, for example, do a video on how to write cold emails. Your ICP will search for that. 2, your videos need to obviously educate your leads. Educate them on why they need your solution, what they're missing out by not using it. For example, why you need a personal brand in 2025. And then 3, you want to have videos that warm up and convert your viewers. So mainly would be case study breakdowns. There's a few on my channel, I've got 2, and then client interviews. Both work really well, but client interviews, you just hop on a call with a client and it will build massive trust, and case study breakdowns by showing exactly how you get results for people, which someone sees you getting results and they want what you can offer. They're obviously going to book in a call and follow the next step in your funnel. Number 3, you don't have product market fit. If a portion of any market is yet to chase after you, there's not a portion of people who you've worked with before, and there's more people who are actively seeking your solution because either it's a new product, it's not proven yet, you're not going to find success on YouTube. You first need to focus on other channels of lead generation. YouTube is a game of attracting people. People want to work with people they trust, people they look up to, and people they like. Unless you've got loads of social proof in that niche already, and maybe you're starting an adjacent product, which is similar to what you've already got expertise in. If you're starting something completely brand new that you haven't really done much of, you don't have case studies, you don't have good client reviews, the chances of you succeeding with YouTube is slim. So I would always recommend you focus on doing outreach, paid ads, whatever you can to get clients, get results, and then good results and case studies will feed the YouTube. Focus on that first and then look at doing YouTube. Mistake number 4 is that you're inconsistent. Most founders are quite inconsistent. I've noticed a trend in specifically people who want to hire in-house or they just want to do everything themselves. So let's look at the entire process of making videos. One, you have a strategy, you have the research. So what am I going to actually post according to trends, my ICP, and what's got proven to work? Then you've got the scripting, video editing, and thumbnail design. Now, let's say you hire a video editor. As a founder, you still need to do those 2 to 3 things before that. Like most, if you're making over 20K a month, you probably don't have the time, or at least your time is worth more to you, even if you were to work with an agency, than sitting there researching and doing scripts. And then even if you have an editor, you're still going to need to manage them. That's an extra person on your team. You're going to need to review the content, constantly leave feedback, follow up with deadlines. Maybe you're going to even need to hire a creative director. So a lot of founders I see are inconsistent with YouTube because either they're trying to do too much of it themselves or they're just inconsistent because they're not prioritizing it correctly. What you want to do instead is work with an agency or hire a complete team in-house where you can outsource it completely. Scripting, strategy, editing, literally every single part of the process except for filming should be outsourced. Your time is very, very valuable. You don't want to be focused on editing, scripting. That stuff is very, very important, yes, but you don't need to focus on that if you're working with an expert. So, because the main key with YouTube is being consistent. You're a busy guy, you probably don't have time to script videos, research videos, all that sort of shit. So it'd be best if you just hired someone who could do most of it for you to a very high degree, like we've done, and we've worked with many of our clients, which by the way, if you do want to work with us, where we'll script the videos, edit the videos, basically the entire process step by step for you, and you literally have 4 scripts ready within 20 to 48 hours of signing with us. And you can film them, start booking anywhere from 5 to 30 calls per month, like Harry, who helped collect 50K in 90 days, Mike, who signed multiple clients, I think it's 30K LTV from just our first 4 videos. And I've also scaled my agency to over 6 figures just using organic content. We don't do much outreach, we don't do paid ads, none of that. If you wanna work with me, there's a first link in the description. You can book in a call. If we think we can help, we'll then show you exactly what that would look like. Now, mistake number 5, which is very, very common, is you're just not seen as an authority. I talk with quite a lot of founders, and the truth is you have a really good offer, killer results, and really happy clients. But for some reason, I look at your YouTube channel and you have 0 case studies and 0 client interviews. The issue with this is people buy from results, okay? They want to buy from someone they trust from, okay? Who are they going to trust more? Person who just gives tips or person who posts client interviews and case study breakdowns? Because that really reinforces that your tips are valuable. Because without that, they don't know if you actually get results for people. So what I would recommend any founder do if you want to become more of an authority from your YouTube so you can book more calls, but also close significantly more clients, is post case study breakdowns and client interviews. Case study breakdowns just break down the results you got for a client, and client interviews just go over the process with the client, how they found it, and stuff between those lines. There you go, 5 reasons why your YouTube isn't making as many sales as you want for either your B2C high ticket coaching offer or your B2B offer. And if you fix any one of these mistakes I mentioned in this video, there's no reason why you won't make more money from YouTube within the next 20, 30, even 10 days. With that said, if you're doing over 20K per month and you'd like someone like myself and my team to handle the entire A to Z content creation process, strategy, scripting, editing, posting, all of that good stuff, there's a link in the description where you can book in a call with me, you can have a chat, see if we can help, we can go from there. One thing to mention, we only work with people doing over 20K per month, so we know that your offer is actually proven, you've got good results. But yeah, there's a link in the description, book in a call, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.